Hello, hello, and welcome to today's trending contract, lately Disturbances, set in Sapienza and supplied to us today by Domi Bazzi 2. So on to our briefing. Hello 47. These people have disturbed you in the past. Make them disappear. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them, along with 1 objective. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the harbour, and we'll be bringing with us the exploding Christmas gift, a lethal syringe, and a silenced pistol. So, right from the start and off the bat, we are going to make our way over to the morgue, which is next to the church, and in there we will encounter our first target, who is the mortician gentleman, and he is currently engaged in a phone call with his wife. So we're going to make our way in, close the doors behind us, and we're going to render him unconscious, and with no fuss we'll just snap his neck. He's going to drop a key, and we can use that key to open up the cold room, and in the cold room we will find a chest freezer, and we're going to deposit our friend in there. And then very quickly, if we are fast enough, we can select our lethal syringe, make our way into the graveyard, where our next target is about to isolate himself next to the mausoleum here. So we're just going to quickly jab him in the back with a needle, and down he goes like a tree. So from here on out, we now need to make our way to the old town. We're going to take out the cameras in the crypt. It's one of our 2 opportunities to remove the cameras. As we have the church key, we may as well take the earliest of them, and the fact that we've just been caught by one of the cameras. So we're going to make our way into the priest's cell and take out the surveillance system. There we go. And we're going to move on now to our next target, Mr. Falcone, who is currently asleep on a bench in the Old Town area. So we're just going to make our way straight up the main road and up towards the sleeping private investigator. We're going to place our exploding Christmas gift just down in front of the radio here, and when we detonate that, it will detonate the moped you can see behind us, which in turn will end our next target. So we're just going to wait for this young lady here to move away, and then trigger the explosion, and away goes target number 3. So moving on, we are now going to get ourselves a change of disguise while everybody runs around in a panic, and we are going to go for the kitchen assistant outfit, and there just so happens to be a kitchen assistant finishing a cigarette down in the cafe basement. So when he heads back inside, we are going to follow him at a discreet distance, give the door a moment to close, render the kitchen assistant unconscious. He also drops a key, which we are going to collect. I don't know if we'll need it or not. And then we're going to make our way up to the room above the town hall, where we will find a bodyguard and another surveillance system, which we don't need to worry about. But most importantly, we will find a propane cylinder. So we're just going to render the bodyguard in here unconscious so that he doesn't see us grab the propane, and then we're going to head straight back down the stairs and out to the cafe, which is this first floor here. Just be aware that the chef is an enforcer. We're going to grab the rat poison from the counter and then return to the stairwell and exit the building entirely. Now hopefully by now all of the panic from the explosion has calmed down, which it has, and our next target, the bodyguard asleep on the bench here, will have returned to his position. We're going to hide ourselves behind this red van after placing the propane cylinder on the bench behind our target, and then we're going to very quickly put 2 bullets into the cylinder and send the guard on a flying lesson. So 4 targets down, 1 more to go, and that would be Dr. Lafayette. So we're going to use the rat poison on the cup of coffee on the table here. Now, as you can see in the distance, Mr. Lafayette is currently being distracted. I do not know by what, but he is now going to wander off and slow us down by about a minute. So he's going to head downstairs somewhere to the bathroom below us. There he is, before losing interest and slowly returning. I have no idea what he's doing or why he's doing it, but he is a psychology professor, so I'm sure he has his reasons. So we're just going to wait here and read the newspaper for him to return, and we're waiting for him to start a phone call which will trigger his routine, and he has just begun said phone call. So once that call has finished, he will go and sit down at the cafe outer tables. He will sample the poisoned coffee, he will get sick, and he will make his way down into the bathroom here. And because he has been distracted and wandered off, when he finally gets down here to go to the lavatory to purge himself, we find somebody already in there. So rather than just follow him straight in and dispatch him as we normally would, we have to wait for the other gentleman to finish washing his hands and admiring himself in the mirror. And when he leaves, we can then hopefully continue on with our mission. Now, if you do not get Mr. Lafayette distracted, I don't know how he managed to do it so far from the explosion, you will not have this problem. So once the other gentleman leaves, we can then ask Dr. Lafayette if he has seen any of our pet kittens, and apparently there are none down in the bowl. So with all of our targets now taken care of, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit will be the VW Beetle exit just outside the Caruso Manor. So 1 more trending contract taken care of, and we managed to get the tourist on our way out for a bonus kill. So we have confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We managed to meet our objective and we gain our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.